Paris against Moscow. It's World War III, or really just a continuation of World War II. It's the Entente and the Eurasian Treaty Organization, and it's the Third Internationale. Third Internationale's been making pretty good progress, but can't help but wonder if that's going to change. The critical thing that does is it really brings things off my back and makes things not the end of the world for me. My conquest of China is all but assured now. The syndicalists and the national populists are busy murdering each other, which means well, if I can win this war by January 13th, then I don't even need to worry too much about anything, do I? Here comes the backhand blow! As we annihilate pockets of resistance. Nanchang is ours. We'll accelerate our aggression all across the lines. Here's what we'll do. Delete that. All of you here. The rest of you simply hold the line here. I don't think taking northern China is much of a priority. So taking Tianjin might be kind of convenient for supply purposes, I guess, so we'll do that. We'll grab Tangshan, you know, maybe knock these guys out of their little foxholes. To make our front line a little bit easier to hold, but besides that, you know, I think we're fine. Advanced engine! It's December 1943. We almost... We're going to actually do that. Get improved snorkels. You go here. You go here. Alright. Hey, there's our tiles. Liberia declared war on the Ivory Coast. A thing I think they can just do for free because... Wait, what the heck? How are you at war with all... Oh. Guarantees. A derp, derp, derp. A derp, derp, derp. I forgot that mechanic existed. Because I'm so used to scripted stuff. Alright, more planes? More tanks? It is December 19th. How close is the enemy to capitulation? Could be closer. I think the Republic of Korea is going to escape this with their independence intact. I mean, it is what it is. We'll attack on this line as well. I think they're not well defended enough that it matters. not great for the enemy. It is January. I think we're going to miss our deadline. Hey, we're going to assign a new scientist. Nuclear research. We're going to recruit a new scientist for nuclear research. There you go. We do not have that much time remaining. I think I can make it. I can make it to Nanjing by Christmas. I don't know if it'll matter, but I think we can do it. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't think so, unfortunately. Yeah, it's disappointing, but that is the way that it is. Okay. The fall of Nanjing. After a withering, days-long bombardment from atop Xinjiang, the Purple Mountain, and repeated assaults against its walls, Nanjing fell in the early evening. Defenders at Zhonghua and Guanghua gates fought to the last man, the corpses littering the city's great walls. Their comrades began a fighting retreat through the winding streets, with no relief in sight. The failure of the Chinese units outside the city to regain control of the Xinjiang batteries, the few units remaining within face only annihilation. The loss of the old southern capital doubt to be a blow to the Chinese war efforts, though Xi Zhenhuan has already vowed his commitment to eventual victory. The southern capital is ours. More airplanes are good. How are things going, by the way? They're going alright. Yeah, I think we're going to miss our deadline. That is unfortunate. I wonder if there's a penalty. Let's find out. How close are we to winning? Quite close. But I kind of don't want to fight the Russians. Oh, that's funny. See very little movement on the front lines. Kind of don't want to fight the Russians unprepared, you know? Yeah, we're going to have to let it expire. Too bad. I don't like calling my shot and missing. Oh, it's the 13th. I don't think that matters, but... my math assumed that it would not be the 13th. That would be the 11th, but it was the 13th. Yeah, we just... I don't think we lost anything. We might have lost war support, but if so, it doesn't matter. Airborne cannons. Princes of the Air! Previous spirits will emerge into a more powerful one. Scavenger versus Fortress Buster. I think I'm going to take Scavenger. Missed. Get rid of that one, that one, that one, this one. And land here. And you land here. And you. Nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. You land here. And then you. You go here. Oh dear. Alright, well, we don't need to rush, but speed is the key, I think, still. In spite of everything. Alright, let's go get those guys. It's nice that they got rid of the, There we go. Oh, nice! We did get the Republic of Korea after all. Ugh, how nice. Alright. Give me all your boats. That's all I wanted. No. We're gonna have to slow boat this because the Gumanjan is here, but I don't think they have enough war score for me to care about what they want. And I'll just do this. Do that. And then I think I can be like, give me everything. Give me everything. Give me everything. Alright, that's everything! Yay, we did it! And these guys. Probably justify against them. Just take their stuff. Meanwhile. Oh yeah, I still haven't conquered Mongolia, lol. Actually, you know what? We'll just, we'll get rid of you. Do you. And then the oldsters can, cure the front lines. Come on. Oh, there's like a little wall there. I'm just gonna draw a big old fat line. Not looking like this. Whoop. And another one. Looking like that. It's kind of a very silly situation, but I just want... Listen, I just want to have troops on the border. I don't really care if they're like mega efficiently distributed. Doesn't actually matter that much to me. Great, we did it. The Gomunjun is preparing to declare war on us. Okay, good for them. I believe that means I don't need to putz around with preparing a declaration of war. I mean, I still will. I'll do that. I'll just leave that, whatever. America, give me more. Return Tibetan lands. Yeah, return all land to them. There you go. Here you go. You helped with this conquest. You might as well have it. We're gonna wait for fading of stuff until we, you know. Oh, we don't need to wait for Korea. Let's just do Fate of Korea right now. Grant it to Japan. We don't need it. No, we're gonna liberate Korea. Stupid. China, we're gonna wait on a little bit longer, but only so we can incorporate the Gomenjin territory. I think things went pretty swimmingly, honestly. How are we doing in terms of? There we go. How are we doing in terms of like? Maybe we build some roads here. Maybe we build some supply depots. Actually, we're doing decently in terms of supply situation. We're gonna. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna connect here. Build this up. That up. That up. Build that up. Build it up. Build it up. Build that up. Build that. Nope. Build that up. Awesome. And everything else is swaggy, I think. We'll do you. Cool. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Whatever. Don't. I'm being kind of OCD. I don't think that's for the right use of that term. OCD is kind of serious. I'm being perfectionist, I think would probably be the term I should use. Because usually OCD involves serious distress, and I'm mostly kind of don't feel that at all, so it's not OCD. Sierra Leone is capitulated! They got a lot of guys, I'll admit. I hope Gomenjon actually does declare war on me. That would make my life so much easier. But if they don't, we can afford the breather. Maybe I'll have my guys do some push-ups. See if I can bait them into attacking. I don't know what is. I assume it's like after 30 days or something they'll attack me. Probably shouldn't do any push-ups. I'll refrain from doing push-ups. All right. I'm gonna run exercise on those guys. Yeah, they don't need it. All right. Speed it up, boys. Whoop. Advanced dual-purpose battery. Yep, we're on the end of that. We're gonna get better torpedo launchers. We should get better torpedoes. Obviously. Should also get better air doctrine. Close air support, as usual. Ace generation versus air superiority. We're taking air superiority. Hunt destroy. Alright. There we go. Nailed it. Okay. More breakthrough. More production cost. I'll wait for the production cost. Yeah, be boop der der. Okay. Do that. Do this. Nope. Then we'll do this, and then that. And then this. And then that. And then this. Then this. And then that. And then that. And then this. And then this. Anyways. There we go. Thank goodness. See, I was worried that that wouldn't happen. I like how they're only attacking here. This wasn't a great plan. Exert heroism! Oh boy. And this is like an obnoxious place to attack. Like it's very... I think? Okay, that means Japan is now at war with the... International? Yeah, right. Well, the International is practically at war with the whole world, so don't worry. They'll have an ally in me soon. Oh hey, we have yeah, that's not anything. Okay. Just gonna work on small airframe stuff. I think that's fine, actually don't need to. We'll just work on anti-air, whatever. Do I want to do conversions? No. Infantry equipment will do conversions. Other than that, we don't need to. For certain types of equipment, it's better to have. It's better to do conversions. Generally, I think conversions are good if you have a lot of something, or if the thing you're converting from is bad for what you were trying to do with it. Like, there are things like armor and stuff for that is the case. Alright. Hukwong Valley. Where is that? Oh, nice. I like how generous this particular nation is very generous with cores, which, you know, I enjoy. I like being able to start small and get big. That's like half the reason you play games like this. Arcan. I think we're at our embiggening maximum. Maximum embiggness. And we got someone who's wounded. Dang it, coordination. We've captured some, and there we go. Ha ha ha! I'll take it all. Thanks for nothing, nerds. Alright, confirm, exit. Okay. We have very few interesting things left to do. So let's establish air defenses, whatever. And then, now that you are defeated, we are going to prepare a justification against Mongolia, because that will bring us into war against our true enemy. We're going to do the plan against Mongolia again, and then we are going to deploy our remaining forces, more or less, in sort of maybe like a less obvious way, in a lazier way. All these are reserves or whatever. There we go. Come on. I love the silence. It's my favorite part of... My favorite part about Let's Plays is really the part where the guy sits there and says nothing. And silently stares at the screen. Well, no noises. No noises are being made at all. Incredible. Okay, great. Wonder Bar. We're going to wait a little bit. Just a tad. More austerity train. Alright. We are going to decide the fate of China. We'll release a federalist China. And it's going to fiddle a lot with our military production. Actually, not that much. China doesn't have that many factories that I can use. It's 44! Yay! Bullets, better guns. Yeah, I'll do better guns. Okay. West Bengal. We are yet to recruit a naval scientist, but potato potato. Alright. Everyone train your stuff up. Loads of buttons to press. I love buttons. Oh yeah, buttons. Alright. Let's decide. This tells me what fate of region I can choose. Fate of Manchuria. We'll create an independent Manchuria. I think we're going to wait to conquer Mongolia before we release that northern part of Mongolia. Let's see. What's this? Fate of Zikang. Give it to the Tibetans. Fate of Xining. We'll also give it to the Tibetans. Super Tibet. Fate of Shanghai. Legation cities become a puppet of Indian Federation. Fruits of the open door! Ha ha ha. You are mine now. Hoo hoo hoo. Hee hee hee. Ha ha ha. Suyan. Northern Shahar. Ningxia. Yeah. Alright. We're going to decide all that's going to go to Mongolia once we've released Mongolia. Am I now justifying? I have not yet done that. Justify. Conquer. Second time's charm. Whoa! Lots of buttons. Alright, let's start with Fate of Shantou. Legation Council. Fate of Canton. Legation Council. Fate of Kwantung. Legation Council. Fate of Qingdao. Legation Council. Fate of Guangzhouwan. Legation Council. Fate of Hong Kong. Legation Council. Fate of Ningbo. Legation Council. Fate of Wenzhou. Legation Council. Fate of Xiamen. Legation Council. Fate of Fuzhou. Legation Council. Fate of... what's this? Where are you? Ah, Weihai Wei. Legation Council. Nantong. Legation Council. Tianjin. Legation Council. Why do I want to restore minimalist China? Because China is really, really strong by itself. It's if we want to ensure a counterbalance, we want to ensure that there is one big dog in Asia, and it can't be Japan. It also can't be China. Trust me, if this were Kaiser Redux, and I'm genuinely irritated that I haven't had this option. If this were Kaiser Redux and I weren't playing America, I think you can split up America in that mod. Do that. That's a good idea. Alright. We're gonna choose a Tech Modern Sub! Excellent. Alright, and with that, I am going to call an end to this episode. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.